All right, I think we're there. I think this is like the 10th take, but welcome to the channel. For this video, we're going to be breaking open some Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle Earth. We've got 3 collector boosters, and I believe it's 10 set boosters. I guess a bit of background. I've already started working on a master collection. Haven't pulled the one of one yet. The One Ring, and look, to be honest, I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep if I don't pull it. I think I'm pretty convinced that the set is seeded, but you know, I've also sort of been doing a bit of research, and you know, apparently there's a whole lot of fakes that are out there already. You know, people pulling one, people pulling 8 of them. You know, like it's a bit it's a bit funny how the card collecting world works. And then you know, there's rumors that that the card hasn't actually been placed out yet, so it's looking like, I guess the whispers are that it'll come within the bundle gift box. So that's just like, you know, like your standard bundle, only in addition, I think there's a couple extras as well as a collector booster. So that's the rumors. You know, take everything that anyone says with a grain of salt. That's what I normally do. You know, obviously, if someone pulls it, then you know what, all the money and power to them, because you know that's truly a special card. And hey, you know, if I get it, I'm certainly not going to sell it. But yeah, what I've noticed over the course of, you know, the past sort of few days of opening this box is that, you know, and with my incredibly nil knowledge about, you know, Magic the Gathering, is that there's 4 commander boxes that'll be released, and I've sort of figured that. I mean, and I'm happy to be corrected if I'm wrong, which I probably am, you know, as I am with most things I don't have much knowledge in. But the way that I've arranged my set is as like a normal set, so like an LTR. I've noticed that there's LTC, so I'm assuming that that's the commander decks. Then there's also, you know, there's some art cards that actually come with the set boosters, so I've got a separate set for them. And then what I've noticed, like, there's a whole bunch of these other like little like nuance cards, or just like other, I don't want to say they're random, but I feel like I don't feel like they're Lord of the Rings related cards, you know, like they're characters I haven't seen or heard. I've read all the books, I've watched all the movies. You know, Lord of the Rings is one of my most favorite fantasy movies, you know, and it's literally the only reason why I've decided to jump into Magic the Gathering, as I'm sure a lot of people would have. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll get started on this, and yeah, we'll just get straight into it. Bear with me. Hey, there we go. Okay, so I reckon what we'll do is, I reckon we'll start with the set boosters. Now, these are like blister packs. I had a crack at opening a couple of them, and because, you know, in my first video I was opening up the Dragon Ball Super cards, and yeah, and I was struggling. I was really struggling to get to open the packs. Yeah, so, and going back and listening to it as a, I don't know, like as like a bit of an ASMR thing, but I think the packs, you know, like just the sound of the opening of the packs is really, I find really satisfying. So I've had a crack at opening 2, and then I've saved the others, you know. So yeah, bear with me. Yeah, so then, like I said, so we've actually got another 2 of these, but what I'll do is I'm just going to set them off to the side. I just wanted to show you, I guess, what I'm working with to sort of start off with. Now, one thing I'll say about Magic the Gathering that I truly appreciate is, and what I've noticed over the last week of really investing time into actually researching, is there's more value in playable cards as opposed to like Pokemon, where the alternate arts are the more valuable cards. So what I've noticed, and going through like eBay and other collecting sort of apps, and like looking at values, I find it very pleasing that like an uncommon card can be worth a lot more than a rare because of its playability, which is incredibly satisfying. And so there's probably more to it, and I love the artwork. I'm a massive fan of any artwork on any cards. Like, I really appreciate the time and effort that that the artists put into the artworks of the cards. And growing up as a kid, like, I had the opportunity to collect the Magic the Gathering original sets and stuff like that. I never did. I was more drawn to Pokemon, I think because of the cartoon-ish factor, and being like 11 years old, I felt like Magic was a bit more serious. I think if I was like an adolescent or or in my 20s, I'd definitely appreciate this a lot more. So I guess without further ado, I think we'll just get stuck into it. Now, again, I'm going to butcher this. I can almost guarantee you that there we go, with one rip to rule them all, as they say. So, and I think we'll go through all the cards. I'm not going to read them. I might read a couple that are visually appealing to me. Get this right with the cam. Yeah. So here we got Balrog. Look at that. Spectacular. Just keep that. It's kind of mixing in there. Forest. Willow. So a lot of these I've actually got. I'm sort of at that. I'm at that stage where I know I've got a very, very good understanding about what I've got. See, this one here I don't think I'll have. So this is rare, Elven Chorus. But see, like the artwork. Hang on a minute. Let me get this in the screen. Right. Oh my god, I'm butchering it. Like, it looks so nice. Bag End Porter. See, I don't have this one either. And this is like a hollow. So what I'll do is I'll put that one to the side. That can go there. That can live there. Balrog can live there too. And the ring is the last one. So let's get this bad boy open. I love how easily these can be opened. So I think this is Sauron. Or like an alternate art version of Sauron. Yeah, there we go. The Mouth of Sauron. With the artworks as well, what I've noticed is there's so there's like the normal version, like these, and then there's actually a version that comes with like the artistic signature of the artist in gold. So it's Soldier of the Grey Host. I reckon I've got these. Pippin's Bravery. Ooh, Escape from Orthanc. See, this is what I mean. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about. So, like, Earnest Fellowship, right? Where you at? There you are. So, now, I mean, I could be wrong, but this doesn't ring any bells to me for Lord of the Rings. I know that talking to my brother-in-law, he had said that that Magic the Gathering have a knack of kind of like slipping in other cards from other sets into certain certain sets. And to be honest, I mean, look, if that's what they do, that's what they do. Guess a little bit of heads up would have been alright, but then again, I probably could have done more research as well. Now, it's the fun part. So, the last thing I want to do is, I don't want to bend the pack. Like, that would just destroy me internally. Here we go. Alright. I'm also on a bit of an angle, so it's trying to like sort this out is quite difficult. But now that I've started filming, got to roll with it. Go on with the show, as they say. So what do we got here? This is Legless Master Archer by Dominic Mayo. See, like, I really appreciate the artwork. Take my time to appreciate it. We got some forest, Hobbit's Dream. See, a lot of these I've already got. I can already tell. I like this one. Old Shadowfax, showing us the meaning of haste. Golem, Patient Plotter. Mirkwood Spider. And then we got some treasure. So what I'll do, I'll just do this quickly while I'm here, is I'll put all the hollows together. This is what I'm doing now. I probably could put the rares together, but you know what? Yeah, let's do that actually as well. Stick that bad boy there, eh? Bear with me. I don't want to say I'm a newbie. I'm definitely not a newbie to spending copious amounts of money on opening cardboard, cracking cardboard, but yeah, see, like, blisters are so different. Just toss that to the side. Where do we go here? I really appreciate how easy these are to open. So much more easier than Dragon Ball Super, I'll tell you that much. Ooh, I don't have this artwork. So what do we got? It is... Oh, it's a Nazgul. Okay. So the Nazgul cards are actually quite valuable in the main set. Like for playability. From what I understand, you can summon up to 9 of them. So there's 9 different Nazgul. 7 or 9, I reckon it's 9, and for playability that makes it super valuable. Yeah, I quite like that. That's really nice. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got the forest. Oh, can't even hold this thing straight. So we've got the forest. It's a hollow. See, like the artwork, you know, like the artwork is just sublime. You know, I think I don't want to be too, you know, get too carried away in saying this, but oh, this is incredible. Rivendell, nice hollow, nice shine. I quite like that one. Wizards of the Coast, I think they've got the best artists in terms of like artistic work on cards. You know, not to take anything away from all the other sets, like I spoke about in the first video, is how much I really appreciate like Dragon Ball Super and their art that they do. See, I'm butchering this. Only I could really stuff up being able to open up a pack of cardboard. Certainly got a talent for it. Here we go. So this is Gimli. Here we go. All right. We got planes. I really need to get this positioning right. Planes. I actually watched the Lord of the Rings the other day, and so this is what I mean. So this Nazgul card, very valuable for playability. Definitely one of the better cards to have. Even just like the artwork, like it's just super cool. So what I'll do is the cards that I know are valuable, I'll put off to the side. Mind you, in saying that, I've probably already put some into the piles that are already valuable, and I've just disregarded them. Treason of Isengard. That's pretty cool. Just the armies of orcs, just hanging out. Still got a few more to go. This video won't be as long as the other one. I think I gas bagged a little too much. Here, look, let's get this in. Oh no, see, look, I've knocked over the collector boxes. Of course I have. Alright. Come on. Another artwork. Looks like Bilbo. So this would be Bilbo. Having a look at the ring. Bilbo retired burglar. So I reckon it's from, could be just a depiction of the scene from the Fellowship of the Ring when Bilbo announces he's retiring and then decides to chuck the ring on and disappear and just kick everything off again. So what do we got? Mountain. Elven Farsight. I don't think I've got that. Doesn't look familiar. This one as well. Horses on the Brunnen. Long list of the Ents. It's an enchantment card. This one I've got quite a few of. Nasty End. It's a common, so pretty standard. Elven Horus. Westfold Rider. Hey, there we go. And some food. These packs are $12, yes. From what I understand, the draft booth. So I was having this conversation again with my brother-in-law, and he'd mentioned that like there's 15 cards in the draft boosters, but the odds of getting something, the chances are greater of getting something less rare in a draft booster as opposed to a set booster. You've got better odds of getting something more worthwhile. So who have we got here? Now, another thing I'll say as well, some of the characters are, from what you see in the movies to what you'll see in the artwork, the characters do look a little bit different. So, I wonder who this is. was going to say Eowyn. I thought about it. I was like, there's very few women in the films who actually, rode into battle and was like very prominent. Actually, I don't think many women. I think she was the only one. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Goblin Fire Leaper. Fear 5 foes. Legless. Counter of kills. Frodo. Sauron's Bane. And then we have Rosie Cotton of South Lane. Here we go again. Mindlock Orb. So that one can go off to the side and they can go into the pile of hollows. So we've got 3 more packs to open with the set boosters before we get into the big boys. Butchering this as per usual. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, this is a cool one. I don't believe I have this one. It is Heroic Intervention. But who are the heroines in it? Let me know your thoughts. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. So I don't think I've got that one either. But what I'll do at the end anyways is I'll sit down and go through all the cards and just make sure that all the Shire is make sure that everything's in order. Make sure. Make sure that I'm not missing out on anything, or well, this card doesn't want to play, does it? Let's pack. Oh, it was stuck to the top. This must have something valuable in it. Doesn't want me to open. Here we go. So this is what I was talking about. So with the little signature, there's a little P. So that's just one of the different types of signatures. So this artist is like, that's their signature. So pretty cool. All right, what do we got here? Swamp. Slip on the Ring. So I don't have this one. I definitely know I don't have that. So I'm gonna put that one to the side. Birthday Escape. I don't think I have that one here. Actually, you know what? I don't think I've got. Grey Heavens. Definitely got that. That one. Got Harwin. Celeborn on the Rise. Pippin's Bravery. Flowering of the White Tree. This is another valuable card. I don't think I have this one actually. Unless if I do, I might have it in a reverse, like a holographic. But again, it's only a rare, playability valuable, so that's what makes it valuable. So that can go over with the Nazgul. Then we've got Oath of the Grey Host, and then here again, so this is I've picked up this card through another pack, but I've got no idea. Like I don't know. Like please, like help me out. Yeah. All right, we've got one more set booster, and then we're onto the big boys. So hopefully, this one didn't stick to the inside of the pack again. Okay. Ooh, so we have like a swampish looking thing with some dead dudes in it. The dead marshes. Okay, that's cool. I dig that. Alright, we've got forest. Revive the Shire. Creeper. Nimble Hobbit. Looks like he's like coming in to fly kick whoever's trying to come at him. Golem's Bite. Gandalf's Sanction. Council's Deliberation. Stone of Eric. Voracious Fell Beast. Oh, here we go. Morgul Knife Round. And Mary, a Squire of Rowan. And then we have the ring. This definitely is more than a 1 of 1. I'll tell you that much. Alright. I think we're ready. We're ready for the big boys. So let me just make everything nice and tidy. Because you know, every good collector likes a little bit of you know, a bit of cleanliness when sorting through cards. I'll get all the jargon out of the way, the ones that don't really mean much. I'll keep the artworks there. I mean, you know, the artworks you get with every pack anyways. But in saying that, I really, I think they're amazing. Like, I'd be more than happy to, you know, like, I'm really keen to put together a master set of that. So, again, big boys, you can, can't have yous out of the camera view. Yeah, and then, you know what? I reckon we'll give these guys a break. Let's give them a break, shall we? You did well. Alright. Collector boosters. It's a bit funny how, you know, the background is a Charizard, which I got from the Charizard UPC. Saw one in stock and thought, you know what, I'll buy one just to open it. I'd totally forgotten that it had a mat in it, and the mat's amazing. Like, you know, it's the potential of Pokemon artwork. Like, if every card looked like this, it'd be wins all around. Now, I've only opened just the booster pack. This is my first time opening these boxes up. So, I have seen people open these, you know, but there we go. Alright. I reckon what we'll do is one booster to rule them all. Let's open all. Let's just open all 3 boxes. Get that part out of the way. Rip that proverbial band-aid. Did that one off cam. I just had to rip it real quick. Okay, so I guess if you're new to watching this, or you know you haven't, you're thinking about buying it, getting into it, I guess my advice would be, if you want to just collect the whole master collection, you know, definitely set boosters is probably the way to go. But in saying that, you know, with the collector boosters, yes, they are quite more expensive. You get 15 cards as seen. But you know what? I think like basically every card in here is a holographic. So it's kind of like when you get to that point of, you know, you complete, you've got everything in non-holographic, then I mean, unless you want to buy singles, you know, or maybe even just starting out as maybe getting a handful of these, so then you've got the holographics covered, or a bulk of the holos covered. That's from a collecting perspective. If you're looking for cards that are playable, I mean, to be honest, I probably can't give advice because I don't know how to play the game, and I don't know, you know, like I said, I only know from research that, you know, that the Nazgul and even this Flowering of the White Tree are pretty good, and there's every chance that a card I've pulled that I've put aside is going to be good, but you know, I just don't know. I'm just not that familiar with it. Yeah, so I guess without further ado, we'll get stuck in, and left a little bit of adhesive on the sides there, on the outside. Good thing it's not on the inside. I would not be happy if it was. Could you get your money back? Probably not, but yeah. So these ones I reckon we can read through them. Well, if I butcher any words, please educate me. More than happy to be educated on the fact. Alright, so we have the Orc Army, which is a kind of like a bit of a, it's like a double. Alright, we'll go from the start, shall we? We've got Isolation at Orthanc. I've got to get it. Hobbit's Sting. Let's make sure these are nice and straight, shall we? Battle Scarred Goblin. Generous Ent. Denethor. Ruling Steward. Oh, the Steward of Gondor. So, wait, yeah, the Steward of Gondor. Saruman the White. See, that as a holo, like, I don't think the cam really does it much justice. Like, I think that's such a crisp card. Swamp. Ooh. Goldberry, River Daughter. So here, see, so we don't have so this isn't a holo. Press the enemy. But again, artwork on it. Phenomenal. Oh, another non-holographic. Too greedily, too deep. Referring to the dwarves that mined the mines of Moria a little too far. Meriadoc Brandybuck. See, I don't have that one. We've got Rivendell. Many Partings, which I do have. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. So I don't think I have that. Oh, this is very pretty. Lost Isle Calling. And that's a rare as well. So this is one of those scene cards. So again, if you're not familiar, if you haven't done your research, the scene cards, there's like 4 or 5 cards, and when you place them together, it makes like a scene, hence scene card. I've got nearly 1 or 2 of them nearly complete, but I'm very big on, like, when I have it displayed, it's kind of like if I have a reverse holo and not the actual non-holo version, I've got to stop using reverse holo. The holographic version, if I don't if I have that and not the normal version, then I'll have it turned upside down. It just helps me keep track of what I don't have. I guess that's a bit of a tip. Maybe something. Maybe I can do a video on what I've got. Yeah. So. Yeah. So that's one. You know what? I'm going to leave the Lost Isle Calling because that is such a pretty card. That can stay. All right. Jesus, it's stuck to the mat. Alright. Maybe I can do it this way. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I mean, one can hope and dream about getting the the One Ring card, but you know what? I think some of the other One Ring cards are quite valuable as well. So to pull one of them, I think would be pretty cool. Need to disregard that. Where can that one go? That can go with the other ring card over there to the side. Alright, let's do this. Soothing of Smeagol. Mushroom Watchdogs. Fire of Orthanc. Galadrim Bow. Council's Deliberation. I can just picture every time I butcher a word, someone who's like more of a Lord of the Rings nut than me is just what are you doing, you nuffy? Gandalf Sanction. Swamp. Every time I see a swamp, I always think of Shrek. Eowyn, Fearless Knight. Yeah, so we pulled the other one before, so the non-holographic, and now we've got the holographic. Awesome. Rangers of Ithilien. God, I hope I got that right. Frodo, Determined Hero. They make Frodo look so much more I don't want to say more manly, not to take that away from Elijah Wood, but that jawline, man. Whew. All right. Brandy Buck, Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. Here we go. Barad-dûr. I've actually got this one. And then we have Gothmog Morgul Lieutenant. Is there one more? Oh, there is one more. Whew. Jesus, the gift that keeps on giving. We have Fangorn Tree Shepherd. Again, a beautiful scenery card. 2 scenery cards and both holographic. Doesn't really get much better than that. That's pretty cool. I'm going to put them with the Lost Isle Calling. Alright. Save the best for last, or so they say. Orc Army. Oh, such a funny card. Alright. Last one. Cirith Ungol Patrol, maybe? Oh, see? Brandywine Farmer. Second Breakfast, my favourite time of the day. Olog-hai. Crusher. Oh, I didn't take these away. Well, never mind. Just keep chugging through it. Alright. Butterbird. Bree Innkeeper. Meriadoc Brandybuck. So, oh no, I don't think it's this one. So there's another card very similar that's quite good, quite playable. Island. Corrupt Sheriff. Here we go. So here's another valuable one. So this is a Mythic. I think M for Mythic. Dawn of a New Age. Again, you know, highly playable, somewhat valuable. There's been some bangers in here. Oh man, I love the artwork. It's like epic artwork. God, I'm absolutely butchering this angle. There we go. Epic artwork. Look at that. Banquet Guests. So it's another rare. Golem, Patient Plotter. So this is an uncommon, so pretty, yeah. Aragorn, Company Leader. Sting, Glinting Dagger. Bilbo, the Retired Burglar. Do we have one more? Oh, we do. Okay. Are we ready? Oh, Sauron, the Dark Lord, Mythic and Holographic. Now, this artwork. Geez, this would have to be close to one of my favourite cards. Like, I mean, yeah, this is up there. Get a bit of a closer look. Now, again, I have no idea about playability or value. I'm just purely collecting because it's the Lord of the Rings and it's just amazing. The artwork is phenomenal. So the Wizards of the Coast definitely got another customer out of me. Yeah, so I think that's going to be it. That's all she wrote. You know, just to give you a recap, I guess, of the I really liked. Obviously, you know, Sauron, kind of capping that off. Really glad that was the very last card I pulled. I actually don't mind this one, the Gothmog. The actual full art that goes with it is very impressive. Fangorn, it's just like going hell for leather. A Lost Isle Calling, really like that card. Just, yeah. And then, of course, you know, the Dawn of the New Age in terms of value, Flowering of the White Tree, and then the Nazgul. So, yeah, really, let me go back to it now. Yeah, so that's it. Look, thanks very much. You know, I'd give you whatever YouTuber says, you know, like, subscribe, follow, blah, blah, blah. But look, it's up to you. You watch it, you appreciate it, you know, you make an informed decision. But yeah, tune in again. We'll probably look to maybe at least do one video a week. And yeah, hope to see you soon.